And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Two dudes and a Mexican on this glorious Sunday. I'm your host, some dude named Victor Salazar. To the left of me, this is some other dude named Peter Soprano.
What up?
To the right of me, big bro, resident Mexican, Dave Quinones.
Órale, mi gente.
So we got a lot of cultures going on here. We got the, what do they call this? Mini Congos?
I don't even know.
We got the Puerto Rican,
whatever you want.
we got the Puerto Rican vibe going on here. Tito Rojas. We got the Mexican flag here because two dudes and a Mexican, and we're gonna have Manny Robles on later, probably like a half hour. And we got some good red wine from the good folks of Costco. Shout out to Costco.
Western beverage, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Western
very good.
beverage.
Shout out to Costco. You want to sponsor us? No doubt. We will.
Looking for sponsors,
Yeah,
guys.
we'll do it,
Looking for sponsors.
exactly.
So whoever wants to sponsor the show, come on.
This is fucking amazing. Oh my god.
Unbelievable.
I haven't got drunk all weekend, and tonight might be that night. So let's go, boys.
I can't say the same.
I know he's calling out tomorrow.
I can't say the
Who's calling
same.
out tomorrow?
Remote. Calling out is for pussies. Remote. When you get the chance to work remote, you work remote.
It's very
Like I
true.
said, I've been sober all weekend. It's so great. I have so much energy today. Pete, on the other hand, I don't want to say
Can't say the same.
I can't say the same about him. I don't know. Something happened last night.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. You know, he wants to tell you. You can.
I still got energy though.
He had an amazing night. Dre, my boy Dre, you know, our favorite Colombian in the world. Text him. He sees my text, tells Pete, yo, Vic just texted me, and he doesn't respond. So,
Dre on blast.
you know what I'm saying? Come on, Dre. It's supposed to be barbecuing at your house after this, bro. Colombia plays at 3. Argentina, you know, it's all right, bro. So let's get right into it. NBA draft happened on Thursday. Went as expected in the first 3 picks. Zion Williamson, John Morant, and then R.J. Barrett came to New York.
Yes.
So, R.J. Barrett, welcome to the fucking city.
New York.
RJ
Welcome
Barrett.
to New York.
Welcome to the Mecca.
And his first question from New York media was like, "Do you have broad enough shoulders to carry your franchise?"
Oh, man.
Welcome to New York.
Listen, man, it's a heavy duty. It's a heavy duty to come play here. This media here is ruthless. It's one of a kind.
It's not for the weak.
It's not for the weak, man.
That's very
It's
true.
not.
What school did he go to again?
That's right.
At
Duke University.
Duke, they only get free cable and what else?
White women
And white women. Free cable and white
And
women.
No.
And
And
food.
something else too.
and food.
Food. There you go.
Free cable, white women, and free food.
Why
So
Zion so big?
that's all. That might be true. So I'm gonna put this out to you, Pete.
Yeah.
Any surprises from you from round 1 or 2 in the NBA draft?
Well, I wouldn't say there were really surprises, but there were some things that I think teams did that I probably wouldn't have did. I think the top 10 were very good players. I think everybody in the top 10 were good. I think when you go from 10 to like 18, those people, I think it was a couple surprises of people that I thought would have went in the low first round and maybe even second round that went pretty early. Like
It's a little tricky.
Yeah, so I was very surprised at some of the ups and downs from that.
What surprised you the most? Though? Like what player that went high?
Cam
low?
Johnson, North Carolina.
Whoa! Didn't Kobe White? He went what?
What, 11?
Wow,
Wow,
bro.
That's so much love right
so
there.
much love. You really know he was like, damn, my boy, somebody's.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Kobe White, newest Chicago Bull.
So I'm going to ask you this because we had this conversation, Pete.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted Kobe White.
Yes,
You got Kobe White.
yes,
You still want to fire Garpax?
yes,
Wow.
yes, I still do.
He likes firing,
See.
you know, or he likes attributing to firing, you know.
Listen,
managers and coaches
listen.
and stuff like that.
Taking the best.
Waitresses.
Listen,
Waitresses
really?
too. Waitresses and bartenders.
Waitresses?
Yeah, listen.
You've got
Waitresses
waitresses.
I have not gotten any waitresses
Waitresses and
fired.
bartenders
No,
fired.
That's what
I
I've
have not gotten any waitresses
Someone a
fired.
little bit too.
No,
Yeah.
never,
Waitresses and bartenders fired.
never.
So
never.
tell me about Kobe White. Tell me about Kobe White when he was there. I mean,
Yeah.
did you want Gardner?
No, Garland.
Or what- yeah, I keep calling him Gardner.
No, I mean,
I'll tell you why I keep calling him Gardner.
he's a better shooter, but I don't think he would have fit into the offense that we want to run because I think Kobe White is more explosive, and I think that today's NBA you want explosive players. So
Okay.
I think he's a better fit right now. Garland's a better shooter right now, but I think Kobe White has a higher upside.
Okay, Dave, your thoughts on R.J. Barrett coming to the Knicks?
Listen, it's a little weird because obviously when we were talking about this, a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, you had the prospect of having a super team in possibly signing KD and another max player, possibly getting Zion, and putting together pretty much a really, really good squad that looked really good and massive on paper. Obviously that hasn't happened. A couple of things have changed. The Knicks didn't get the first pick, obviously, and KD is out probably for a whole year, right? So I like R.J. Barrett. I like him a lot. I think we discussed this this past week, but I think him and Ja are probably going to be superstars, man. Superstars, not all stars. Again, there's a big difference, right, between all star and superstar. I think these guys have the potential to be superstars. I like possibly just building around a guy like RJ Barrett. I think he's got a lot of compliments in this game, so I think he could do everything pretty much. Yeah. Even though I do hold probably Ja a little above him, but I'm excited. I'm excited for Knicks basketball, even though I'm a Bulls / Nets fan, but which is a little.
You can't have two.
How does that work? So how does that work being Bulls and Nets?
I just
not good right
listen,
now.
If anybody,
What do you mean the Nets made the playoffs then?
Yeah, that's true. That's
what if the Nets and the Bulls play? Who are you going for?
I'm going for the Bulls. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm red and black underneath, man.
go.
I'm red and black
I'm
underneath.
surrounded by Bulls fans. Ladies and gentlemen.
there you go.
Bulls fans.
Exactly.
It was pretty bad.
And a
with my
semi-net
childhood,
fan.
you know.
See what's going on here? See what's going on here? This is insane.
I think that's my wife's fault because she really became a Nets fan.
Here's the thing.
I kind of had to. So,
All right, so listen.
shout out to Franny.
Shout out to Franny, right?
Franny.
Shout out.
Lesson here: never get married because you never go to two teams.
You don't have to be a Nets fan.
You have to be a Nets fan. It's terrible.
You have to become a semi-Nets fan.
There's a lesson behind what Dave's preaching right now. So, God bless you, Dave.
Yeah.
The only net fan I recognize is Ryan.
Oh, that's true. Even though I haven't seen Ryan in 2 years.
Shout out to Ryan.
Shout out to Ryan. I'm sorry I missed your birthday, but Triple G duty called.
Yeah.
Lauren Hill. Shout out to Lauren Hill. Thanks for doing the concert.
She was on time.
She's on time. She's on time.
On time.
And win an extra set.
I just want to shot. Oh, did she bring out Nas?
Nah, he was too busy.
Never
was too
going.
busy.
Never going to see her again. Then. So here's my thing. I was working from home on Friday, right after the draft, and I wanted to pay attention to every New York sports talk radio show possible because I wanted to call out. I didn't want to call out Proctor Street, but I wanted to see what they were going to say about R.J. Barrett now that he's a Knick. And every one of your favorite radio show hosts in New York City is down on R.J. Barrett now. These guys before the draft were saying, there's 3 guys in this draft.
Yes.
I don't care if it's Zion or RJ. We're not going to get Ja because we're just not, because we have point guards.
Yeah.
We have like 8 million point guards.
For no reason.
For no reason, of course. But
No reason.
if we get Zion, RJ, we're going to be fine. This was way before. This is like in April when we finished third.
Yeah.
As long as we get, not even before we finished third.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying Zion or RJ. We get one of them, perfect. So, shout out to Boomer, my guy. Boomer and Gio are the only ones that stuck with their RJ shit, and they said, you know what? I'm happy RJ's here. He's gonna be a game changer. And again, they're my favorite show. I listen to them every morning, so shout out to them. But Stephen A. Smith, I hate dropping his name. So all of a sudden, R.J. Barrett can't shoot, can't defend,
Can't drive.
can't go right. He might be an all-star one day, but he ain't no Zion.
Oh my gosh.
Mind you, I don't think he's Zion either. But when Zion broke his Nike shoes on live television, right?
Yeah.
Remember that game? Remember that game?
Against North Carolina.
Against North Carolina. R.J. Barrett
Stepped up.
while Cam Reddish was eating pizza. Cam Reddish was eating pizza.
There was nowhere to find.
Whatever that Jones kid's name is, I don't know his first name. What's the point guard? Derrick Jones, Trey Jones.
Trey Jones.
Trey Jones was Trey Jones.
He don't make no trades.
He don't make no trade. While Trey Jones wasn't hitting threes, R.J. Barrett kept Duke relevant for 12 to 13 games.
Yep.
And people act like he didn't end up the season as their leading scorer. He did score more points
Listen,
than the team.
I still think Zion is the better player. But
Right now.
Yeah.
But to say R.J. Barrett is just he might be a good player. I think that's ridiculous.
No, I think he's going to do it.
And then I'm gonna drop another show right now because they piss me off even more. Michael K show.
Oh God.
I wanted to hear them all. Since I'm back and doing shows. When I used to podcast before, I used to listen to everyone's boxing podcast, just to get the ins and outs of what people were doing.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, these guys. There were 3 game changers in this draft, according to the Michael K show.
Oh, here we go.
Zion Williamson, John Morant. Guess who the third one is? Take a guess. Guess who you say what the third one was?
Did you say Garland?
I was about to say Garland.
Yes,
Oh,
he
God.
said Garland.
Oh God.
He said Garland. He said Garland. And I'm like, you're telling me some kid that played 5 fucking games is a game changer? You seen enough of this kid?
5 games on Vanderbilt.
What can you? If I hung out with you 3 times, Dave, and that's all you know of me, are we gonna be friends?
Yes.
Probably. I'm probably cool. I'm pretty cool, right? But I'm just saying.
If I'm paying for everything, maybe, right?
Of course. But I'm just saying, like, what can you know from?
No,
me
of course,
three times?
yeah, of course. You got to see somebody longer. You got to see, where they're tested. Again, I think RJ's definitely been tested. I mean, listen, they were how many games away from winning the national championship? The kid is showing.
No doubt, he needs to
that
improve.
he has the tools. Of course, I mean, I think all of them do. I mean,
Of course, the prospects.
But remember,
Even Zion needs to improve.
it's kind of like,
all of them do.
but guys, it's kind of like it's. Remember, this is not a sprint. It is a marathon.
It's a marathon.
So these players need time to grow when they get to the NBA.
They got to develop.
Somebody
That's
takes
in
them
every
under their
sport.
wing, and a veteran presence that can take them under their wing and show them. You know what I'm saying? What's to expect? How to grow as a player? How to get better? And how to live your life too.
And that's in every sport. Like
yeah.
almost
Absolutely.
everybody gets taken. They have talent.
Absolutely.
It just needs somebody to develop that
Yes.
talent.
So to my next point, had the Knicks done something and took Garland number 3, tell me every one of these radio hosts the next day would have been
How'd you not
same
take
old
RJ
goddamn
Barrett?
Knicks.
they would
How do you not
criticize him
take
big
RJ
time.
Barrett?
My
That's
Stephen A.
horrible
Stephen A.
thing.
Smith impression. Well, you got RJ Barrett there,
just sitting there.
just sitting there, number 3. He's proven 13 games without Zion, leading scorer, and you take Garland, played 5 games.
Oh, terrible.
That's what I'm saying.
That's terrible.
I guess he likes the dramatic. I guess
It's stupid
he thinks
because
people are gonna
because
watch the
let's
show.
let's rewind here.
Yeah.
When they took Porzingis, got killed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Porzingis, I shit on him because he's injury prone and him and his brother,
They
whatever,
destroyed them from
whatever, destroyed him because there were other people available.
Yeah.
When they took Nicotina,
Yeah.
Linakina, but we're promoting
Nicotina.
Yeah.
We're promoting a patch,
Yeah.
Nicotina.
Nicotina.
It's gonna have Frank's face on it.
Yep.
When is
Stop
that in stores?
smoking.
When is that in stores?
Stop smoking. When they took Lena Kina, Dennis Smith Jr. was there. They got killed
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Killed for it.
Badly.
And then, not semi-killed, but a lot of people wanted Michael Porter Jr. last year.
Yes.
And they took Kevin Knox. So imagine now, R.J. Barrett's there. They take Garland. What is New York media going to say the next day? What is New York media going to say on Friday?
All right, same old Knicks.
Same old Knicks.
Same old Knicks.
But all of a
Same
sudden,
old Knicks.
all of a
Same
sudden,
old-
they did the right thing for once.
They did.
Yeah.
And they're still getting killed for it.
I'm gonna be honest
That's
with you.
New York media.
I thought they were gonna fuck it up too.
I did
I
too.
I thought the Knicks were gonna
I
fuck
did.
it up, so.
I did the Denzel Washington.
I was happy.
when Adam Silver went out there, and he said R.J. Barrett. I did the Denzel.
I did hold my breath for a second. I was like, they can't fuck this up.
I did the Denzel meme. I was like, they can't fuck this up,
I
can
was
they?
like, really? All right, he said it.
But obviously,
I did the Denzel.
obviously,
I did the Denzel.
with the rumors or whatever the hell you want to call it, with them, working out Garland, the day before, 2 days before,
Yeah.
whatever the hell it was. Then you got to thinking, and when I heard that, I mean, I was just like, there's no way that they're not going to pick R.J. Barrett. So, but
And here's another thing I want to say, right? About, this is me venting to the shit I hear. I was listening to New York radio all weekend. I didn't listen to music. I just wanted to hear what people were saying about the Knicks and their draft. So some dude got on, I don't know, some late night guy in WFAN. Kevin Knox? Nah, he looked okay.
Steve Summers?
No, Steve
Nah.
Summers actually no, he's good. I know Steve Summers.
Steve Summers
Some
good.
random guy, some random guy,
Yeah.
some random guy on Friday night or Saturday, whatever. It might have been yesterday. Yeah, he's like, Kevin Knox. Yeah, he averaged 12 points and then came on like, whatever. Mitchell Robles, he's a nice player. He's a nice player. Yeah, he's okay. Alonzo Trier, he's a scorer. He's okay. He's okay.
Those are all very important parts to a
Dennis Smith
championship
Jr., he could be a player. I mean, what do the Knicks have? What do the Knicks have? Here's my thing to you. I wanted to call in again. I want to call into these shows, but I don't have that much time to be on hold. When the Warriors drafted Steph, Clay, and Draymond, how many wins did they have in the first couple years?
Yeah. Hardly any.
Were we saying, well, we can't say it. What I can't say, Oakland media was saying, oh, Clay, he's okay.
No, they weren't.
Steph, he's all right. Draymond, second pick, he might be fine. Guys are ruthless. Trier's the oldest out of everyone in this team.
Yeah.
22, 23, maybe.
Yeah.
Mitchell Robles is still 19. Dennis Smith Jr. is still 21.
Yep.
Kevin Knox is 19.
They're babies.
RJ Barrett is 18.
Yeah.
You want the Knicks to win the fucking championship right now?
Well, remember, I mean, it is New York, right? New York usually
The
they
Knicks
want results now.
the Knicks
you know
have
what I'm
sucked for
saying?
3 decades
That's the
almost.
problem
I mean, not
sometimes,
3
you know.
decades. Obviously, we
Let-
have
let-
2
let-
decades. 2
The
decades.
fan base doesn't help either, though. 'Cause
Well, no,
you
the-
know
the-
the
no,
fan
the
base is gonna be
fan-
like, I want
listen,
results now.
I think
No,
the fan base-
the
I think
fan
the
base,
fan
the
base
fan
will
base,
wait.
the
They'll
fan
finish
base,
it.
the fan base last year understood. Like, we're gonna develop these young players. We're gonna go after KD. Then whatever else happens after that happens after that. Obviously tonight, not tonight, but a couple weeks back, KD got the injury. We also understood. We understood that we can still sign KD, have him sit out a season, and that's fine. But here's the thing: like, you're gonna kill Knicks management. The Knicks were offered a trade for Chris Paul. Old Knicks, what do you think they would have done?
Took it.
They would have taken it, yeah.
And we had Chris Paul for 3 years at
Chris Paul.
however
At
much
like
he's making.
40-some million per year.
Right?
Crazy.
Right? No one says anything about that. The Knicks were offered the 8th pick and the 10th pick for the number 3 pick. Who were the 8th and the 10th pick? Can you tell me who they
Atlanta
were?
Hawks. And yeah, they end up being I think Cam Reddish and I think Hayes.
Okay, so we would have got a guy that likes pizza in the pizza capital of the United States. Chicago, suck my balls. Pizza capital of the United States. Cam Reddish. So he's getting shitty pizza in North Carolina. What do you think is going to happen when it comes to New York? And who?
Hayes.
We got really
center.
good pizza.
He's an athletic center.
Athletic.
I actually compare him to Mitchell Robinson. Though.
Okay, we already have him.
Yeah.
And so we would have missed on RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
And the Knicks management got killed for not taking that. It's insane.
Listen, the thing is, and we talked about this before, especially if you're either number 1, 2, or 3, you need to get a player where when you insert them right away, they're going to give you results.
Franchise changer.
So yes, obviously, like we said before, these players need to be groomed. They need to grow. They need to get the opportunity. But a guy like RJ Barrett, you insert him in the lineup tomorrow, he's going to make a huge difference.
Because he can score. He's a good passer.
Yes,
he's a good
I think
rebounder.
he's so versatile. I think he's got, again, so many compliments of his game, and you hope that rubs on everybody else.
He's the person that you're going to have
still-
multiple years of 20 points, 5 assists, 5
But I
rebounds.
still think
Absolutely.
Kevin Knox is going to come into his
Absolutely.
Yeah.
own. I mean, he has to.
He's super young.
He's 19.
He's got a
years
lot of
old.
potential, Kevin Knox.
He's very
A lot of
long.
potential.
He has a lot of potential. Yeah.
And Mitchell Robinson's already shown you.
And so is RJ
He's like
Barrett,
second
too.
in the league in shot blocking.
RJ
Yeah,
Barrett's
he's not
long,
blocking.
too, man. So,
After playing 15 minutes in K, because he
He's second
fouls
in
out
the
every
league.
time.
Well, I mean, whatever, but still good. Alonzo Trier, undrafted free agent.
Gunner, perfect 6-man.
Perfect 6-man.
He's a gunner off the bench.
So, I mean, I know Mills has been. Was it Mills? Mills has been there for a while.
Yeah.
And Perry's my man. I told you when the Porzingis trade happened, I'm like, yo, if Perry says he wanted to do this and wanted to do it, I'm gonna trust him because look at his first draft.
Yeah.
He's got a stud that's gonna be a stud in Knox. Mitchell Robinson still in the second round. Alonzo Trier, undrafted free agent. Now he's got RJ Barrett, and he's got Pete's boy from Michigan that no one's even talking about, who can shoot the lights out of the fucking gym.
Razinkas.
just be patient, man.
Just be patient. Be patient. As a Knicks fan, we
I'm
haven't.
telling you right now, I think the Knicks are definitely going to be a force, especially with listen, all that cap room.
All that cap
I mean,
room,
dude,
listen.
They still have the potential, right?
You
to
have
sign
to spend,
2 max
yeah, they
players,
do,
right?
yeah.
You
So,
have to spend it. You have to
man,
spend it.
so
You have to spend the money. That's the
that-
thing about the NBA. You have to spend the money, regardless of people. People don't know that you can't just sit. You can't just have $60 million sitting there next year.
Yeah.
You
No,
have to
yeah,
spend
yeah,
the money.
yeah, yeah.
So if you sign Kevin Durant and no one else comes, then you give 1 year expiring contracts to like 3 other people.
Do what the Lakers did last
Yeah,
year.
basically what the Lakers did.
Yeah.
So Pete, I'll give you this question, man.
Yeah.
What do you think the Knicks are going to do?
I think they're going to try after Durant. I think if they don't get Durant, I think they're going to go after Kemba and a big man.
What about the news of Kawhi actually taking Kawhi?
Kawhi. I like Kawhi.
That's a nice name, right? Kawhi. Kawhi
It's like
actually.
Kawhi.
Kawhi. I'm gonna name my kid
Kawhi.
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 Split between Kawhi and Kyrie if they ever come to the Knicks at the same time. What are your thoughts about Kawhi taking meetings with teams that you probably never thought of, like the Knicks or the Sixers?
I think that's just smart. It's opening his options. I think he never would have. I don't. Maybe he did, but I don't think he would have thought when he got traded to Toronto they would win a championship. So he has to see what every team's vision of him being on the roster would be. So if he goes to the Knicks, he likes the vision of what they're going to surround him with, then he may decide to go to the Knicks. So I think it's just leaving his options open. I think it's the best thing to do.
I think that the Knicks are at the table at this point when LeBron and all these other guys were free agents. They couldn't even get to the table. So it means a lot. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
I still think either staying with Toronto or the Clippers are his top 2 choices, but I think it's good for him to leave his options open to see other places too.
Well, he's definitely not going to the Lakers. So.
He's probably the number one sought out free agent now. I mean,
Yeah.
now that
It's
KD situation changed, I would have said KD, but
Yeah,
I'd say Kawhi is number one.
because they were 1 and 2 anyway. So yeah, so
I
with
mean,
the
I'd say
injury,
Kawhi is the first sought off. So
All right, so real quick before we get to call Coach D, Coach Robles, little thoughts on the Women's World Cup. I know my boy Buff killed me. You know, Buff's a part of the Me Too movement, women empowerment movement. Love you, Buff. From what I've seen, the 2 best teams, in my opinion, are the U.S. and France. However, did you see, the little VAR situation with the goalie stepping out in the penalty?
Yeah.
I think it was against Nigeria with France.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think VAR has been controversial for soccer, period. I think it's one of those things that it's like the NFL replay right now. It's just going to be something you're just going to have to deal with. Whether you like it or not, it's going to be controversial at times.
Did you agree with it, though, with the penalty? Because basically what happened was the French striker, before she kicked it, I guess the goalie stepped out.
Yeah, they came out.
Bit.
You're not supposed to come out. You're not
But,
supposed to come
however,
out.
what happened after she took the second penalty was one of the French players actually stepped in to the penalty box before she kicked it.
Yeah.
So technically, if Nigeria wanted to, if I would have been like,
Yeah, like do it again.
do it again because she stepped into the box before she was supposed to.
Yeah, that's why I said it's always going to be controversy surrounding anytime they have VAR replay. So I don't. I mean, I agree with the penalty. Technically, it was a penalty, but it happens a lot where it's not called. So this was
a home call.
Yeah, exactly. So. And as for what you said, I agree with you. France, United States, I would also put Italy in there. I think Italy's really good. Yeah, I think that's good too.
What about England, Dave?
Azzurri.
They won today.
Yeah. Listen, I agree with you guys. I still think I still think that the United States and France are probably the top 2 teams. England, I guess so. I guess they're probably 3 or 4, so somewhere down there. So.
They got to the quarters.
Coming home.
So it's coming home.
I mean, in all honesty, for me, USA just looks unstoppable right now. They're having a lot of fun. You know, Carly Lloyd had her issues too, and look at her now; she's real happy. So everything's gelling. You know, even without Morgan, which was hurt. She was hurt and she was missing for 2 games, I think. So,
2 games, yeah.
So they're looking good. They're
so
having
deep.
fun. I think this looks like that old USA team that's having a great time, gelling together. Just overwhelmed with confidence.
Any issues on the 13-0 thing?
Yeah, I blame it on the coach. I blame it on the captain.
I have no.
I think, I think. Listen, that's not a USA team that I'm used to seeing. Where you're showboating like that. I think even line dancing or something like that. There's no need for that. I think.
I didn't care.
Listen, I blame the coach and the captain. You got to set your players straight. Listen, USA is obviously has a big tradition in doing really, really well for women's in the soccer stage, whether it's globally or
Oh, no, yeah, they're the defending world champs. Right?
So I don't think there's. I think it's like you just said too. As a defending world champs, I don't think there's any need for that. So.
I didn't care. 13-0. Stop me from scoring.
Humility.
What's humility? What's humility? I don't have any, so it doesn't matter. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Coach Robles.
Yes. Sure.
Coach Robles, welcome to our show, Two Dudes and a Mexican. Thanks for coming on. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Thank you for having me.
Of course, thanks. We appreciate it. So I'm just going to start off real quick. We're drinking wine on the show right now, right? What did you drink after Andy Ruiz upset Anthony Joshua?
What did I think?
No, what did you drink after Anthony? After Andy?
Man,
I want to know what choice of alcoholic beverage you had.
I had a beer for sure.
What kind of beer?
I had a beer and a shot of tequila.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Maybe more than one.
That's
I
awesome.
don't remember.
I don't remember.
That's even better.
I say that all the time. So I just want to get your thoughts of that night. If you could remember one thing about that night, what would it be?
I could remember one thing, obviously, winning the world title, making history, and becoming the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world.
That's awesome.
Knowing that this would change our lives completely.
Now, for you, you've had world champions before. World champions have left you. What kind of vindication was this for you? A lot of people left you, and a lot of people certainly didn't give Andy a chance to win. And here you are, the coach of the heavyweight champion of the world. Unified heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah. Fighters come and go. It's part of boxing. It's just the way it is, As long as I've been in boxing, as long as I've been involved, I understand how this business works. Unfortunately, sometimes the political side of the situation, it's not the fighters. It's not the fighters' decision. It's got to do more with management than with anything else. But yeah, I mean, it's not about vindication really. It's personal. I mean, it's about me. Period. I don't hold grudges against anyone or live my life with anger or try to pay everybody back for in this case for fighters leaving or whatnot. I don't hold that against anybody. It's just about me. It's about self-satisfaction and knowing that sometimes it gets tough. It's not easy, but just being able to hang in there and believing in myself, staying true to myself and to my principles and integrity and loyalty, which is the most important thing to me. Just that to me, that's more important than anything else. It's just being happy with myself and my family, my team, Estrellita. I got to mention his name. If I don't mention his name, he'll kick my ass. He's right there. and that's how this is how it is. And obviously being happy for Andy, being happy for everybody, for the Mexican fans and everyone that's been so supportive and telling me, coming to me directly and telling me how they cried and how they jumped for joy and how this was part of the one of the proudest moments in their own personal life. You know what I mean? So it's just great. It's awesome.
So, being that we know Andy isn't a physical specimen, as we can tell, I'm not either.
Correct.
You told me that you had to drag Andy's ass to the gym sometimes.
Yeah.
How was that, and how did you finally get him to commit to fighting on a world championship level?
Yeah, well, he's always been at that level, Andy has, But there came a time during camp where this was a 15, 16-week long camp, because we were in camp for 10 weeks for Dimitrenko, and then I had to get him then we get the word about him fighting Joshua. We had to get him. We had to get him right back in that gym, into the gym, a week after the Dimitrenko fight. So he never really got any time off. And so it was pretty much 15, 16 weeks in the gym. For a heavyweight, that's an extremely long time. It's very long. So, you know, there was times when he just felt tired. Physically, mentally, he felt he was overwhelmed. And obviously the situation can overwhelm you as well, knowing that you're fighting Joshua for the heavyweight championship of the world. So I would have to find ways to keep him in tune, if you will, keep him excited about the fight, and finding a balance, finding a fine balance between all of that, you know, which isn't easy, especially for a heavyweight.
So the rematch, obviously Joshua's exercised his rematch clause. I've heard December, most likely Madison Square Garden again. What are your thoughts about fighting at Madison Square Garden again? And would you have preferred the fight to be, you know, somewhere in California or maybe Mexico?
Yeah, I would have liked for the fight to be in Vegas. And if you ask me, you know, somewhere, I don't know, T-Mobile Arena, MGM Grand, somewhere in Vegas, that to me would have been the perfect scenario. But you can't always get what you want, right? But in this case, New York isn't bad either, because we still stay in the States. To me, that was the main thing, to have the fight take place here in the United States. Because here, I mean, particularly with the New York State Athletic Commission, they're very rigorous. You know, they're very strict when it comes to testing and knowing what you take and what you don't take. They test you before and after the fight. I want that. I want that because from my experience going overseas, they allow you to get away with murder, man. You just get away with way too much. You know what I mean? Not to say that Joshua, you know, would be taking anything illegal, but it's just I don't want to take that chance. You know what I mean? I just don't want to. I don't want to find myself in a situation where I want a level playing field. You know, and then New York, I think, you know, it's pretty much level for both of us. You know what I mean? Not just for Andy, but obviously for Joshua. That's it. We're not asking for any favors. We're not asking for anybody to do anything special for us. We just want to make it. We just want to make sure that it's a level playing field.
Two Dudes on the Mexican here with Manny Robles, the trainer of the heavyweight champion Andy Ruiz. This is Peter Clark here. Thank you again for joining us. I just want to know, what was the first thing that came to your head when you saw the referee wave the fight off and you know you had won it all?
Oh man, excitement! You know, for some reason or another, my dad always comes to mind.
Yeah.
You know, my dad was the one that introduced me to the sport. And, you know, as a young kid, you know, boxing into the gym and pretty much, you know, taught me everything I know about boxing, from being a boxer to coaching and wrapping hands and working cuts. He was my teacher, my mentor, my best friend. So, you know, every time, you know, we win something big, you know, we win a world title. In this case, Andy winning a heavyweight championship. It's my pops, you know. And just looking up at the sky and just, you know, knowing that I have my dad by my side, even though he's not here with physically, but spiritually, I know that he's looking up down on me, and you know, and so that means a lot to me. That means the world.
Yeah, and I want to know that now that you have a chance to have this big rematch and everything, how are you going to take things differently? Like, for example, we know how much things have changed for Andy from the first fight. We've seen all the notoriety he's gotten, how many followers he's got on social media. How have things changed for you?
Well, I'm going to have to get him the hell out of, I don't know, get him the hell out of Imperial Valley. I'm here right now. You know, we had his parade yesterday, and it was incredible. It was, man, I've never seen anything like it. I was so pumped up about it and excited because people came out in the thousands, man, and they just really came out to support him, and it, you know, it takes a village to raise a, as they say, it takes a village to raise a child, right? In this case, it takes a village to raise a fighter. So we're gonna need the community support, obviously, the his family and friends and community to support him and to really do what's best for him. You know what I mean? In this case, he's got to get out of his comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know, his comfort zone being home and you know, maybe start back in LA and possibly, you know, I would like to go to Mexico to train at a high altitude, maybe in Toluca and El Otomí, or maybe you know, Big Bear, you know, somewhere like that to definitely get him away from all the distractions. You know, especially now. I mean, man, I'm telling you, that's great. It's great. It's fantastic. You know, it's much appreciated, and the love and support that we're getting from the people. It's awesome. But that's not gonna get us the win. You know what I mean? That's not gonna. We gotta get him out of his comfort zone and get him somewhere secluded where we could just focus on boxing 100%.
Now, the first fight turned into a true fight. He got knocked down, he got back up, and then they knocked Joshua down. Was the original plan just to go right at Joshua, or was that just the flow of the fight and it just turned into that?
No. We had to go, you know, look for the fight. You know, Joshua's a world champion. You know, we had to take the title away from him. If you want to be a world champion, you got to go take it away from the champ. And that was our plan. Obviously, it was obviously being aggressive, but it's called controlled aggression, and it's just being under control. Unfortunately, you know, for Andy, he got caught with that right uppercut, left hook, and something that we worked on. That's one of Joshua's strengths, his right uppercut and a straight right. So you know, he got a little bit overconfident because he did good in that first couple of rounds. Getting comfortable, got too comfortable. He got caught with that. He got caught with that right uppercut, and he learned from it. Now it's time for us to go back and you know, work off of that and continue to grow and get better. You know. Obviously, come in with a better game plan and sit down and watch the video, watch the Joshua fight, and then see what possible changes he can make to try to beat him to the punch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, two dudes and a Mexican. We're here with trainer Manny Robles, trainer of the first Mexican heavyweight champion, Andy Ruiz. Paisa, my name is, I'm the resident Mexican on the show here. It's a pleasure to talk to you, man. Really appreciate you taking time out today to talk to us about the big win. And trust me, the Latin community here, you know, especially the Mexican community, we're super proud, man, and super excited about this. So I wanted to ask you, how has the community been, or how has the support from boxing fans and the Latinos been in terms of after this win?
It's been incredible, man. I'm telling you, I'm here in Imperial right now, and people love it. It's just they're so proud of their fighter, their homegrown kid. You know, he was born here, he was raised here, and he's still here. You know, he's still here in the neighborhood, in his community. As a matter of fact, right now I'm driving over to Andy Senior's house to say goodbye before I leave back to LA. So it's been incredible. And what can I say about, you know, Mexico? We went to Mexico City. We sat with the president of Mexico.
That's awesome.
It was an unbelievable experience. Unbelievable. I'll never forget that for as long as I live. And the people, oh my God, the Mexican people. This is like La Raza, you know. It's so supportive, man. They love Andy. You know what I mean? They just love and support Andy so much. It's just like people crying and people standing in line to take pictures with them, and
That's
and
awesome.
To, you know, get an opportunity just to touch them and to, you know, get a picture, get an autograph, and him, Andy, he's like, he can't believe it. He keeps pinching himself. He's like,
Como un santo, right? Like a saint.
you know, jeez. It's been awesome, man. It's been fantastic. But we know this is only the beginning. You know, fortunately for me, I've been here before, and now it's time to go defend the title. You know, now it's time. You know, we worked extremely hard for us to get this opportunity, obviously, and to win the world title. Now here comes the hard part. Now, you know.
Yeah.
Now it's time to stay grounded. You know, keep our feet on the ground and stay humble, and then go back to work, even harder than we ever have before in the past.
So I want to try to get a little more inside look on that night, especially during the fight. What were some of the things that you were telling Andy, and what were some of the things he was telling you during the fight in the corner, between rounds and stuff like that? How did that go?
We were great, and I mean, we were having a conversation.
Oh, it's freaking awesome.
We were conversating in the corner. Really, we weren't. It's because you win your fights in the gym, as you know. So there's good chemistry between myself and Andy. We talk a lot in the gym. We have dialogues in the gym. About sparring, about what can we do to develop a good game plan, and what can we do to execute and to obviously look for the win and plan. And so when you in a fight, it's just no different. Obviously you have to treat it as such. My job is to stay calm and collective, and stay cool and stay positive, and regardless of the situation, what the situation may bring, we just gotta stay cool, and that's what happened in the corner. We just able to stay cool and take it one round at a time, and be able to talk to him, and not get excited or yell or scream or how some coaches like, do it for your mom, or do it for your family. I'm not about that, man. This is boxing, And obviously, we had to change the game plan a little bit during the fight, because our job was to try to look for the body, jabs to the body, right hands to the up and down, and look for that left hook, right hand over the top. Because one thing about Joshua is he's got a great jab, but he's got a great jab. But when he brings his hand back, he drops his left. I'm sure you've noticed that, and we're trying to look for that right hand over the top. So as the fight went on, Joshua started making adjustments. He started, started to figure out Andy, and started bringing the left hand back up on top. So what we did was, I told Andy, I don't know if it must have been the 5th or 6th round, I said, now start shooting a straight right hand of the body. Now get inside and work that body. You got to wear him down, and so we changed our tactic a little bit. That's one thing we work on in the gym. It's just not being one-dimensional, if you will. This is we're fighting a European fighter and Joshua. So in my opinion, he's a good combination puncher, but he's a European fighter, more of a mechanical fighter, if you will. You know what I mean? So we had to mix up our combinations. Try to get inside and wear that body down and work those body shots, and they worked, man. I noticed Joshua after that 6th round, and I had a conversation with Andy after the 6 rounds. I go, hey, those body shots got to him, kid. Look at the kid; they just wore him down completely. A lot of people say it was the knockdowns or the shots to the head. I think those shots to the body were a determining factor. Leading into, as they say, go to the body and the head will follow.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened, brother. We went to the body and finished on top, and that was the end of that.
I think sometimes that gets lost too in some boxers' games, right? They want to go for the head, they want to be a headhunter, and they want to go for that beautiful knockout, right? So all the flashes will start going, but I think sometimes that's a lost part of the game. So how is Andy and your team and yourself specifically too? How have you guys handled the stardom now? Like, because obviously life is different. People know who you are now. People who didn't know, who Andy was, and you and your team. How are you guys handling that? Because
well, myself particular, Edgar, man, he's got a big head. He thinks he's a superstar. He's like, hey, well, me, I got him right here. I'm messing. He knows I'm messing with him. But myself, just as I said before, just staying true to myself. Principles, staying true to the game and not allowing the situation to overwhelm you or to change who you are as a person. You know what I mean? To me, that's very important, because you can find yourself on top one day and the next day you can find yourself at the bottom. You know what I mean? I've been there before. I know what that's like. So, not change. Not change who I am as a person, as an individual. For me, that's that's very important. You know, that's why I miss my dad so much. But that's the way I was brought up. You know what I mean? To stay being humble. You know, just staying grounded and work hard. I mean, that's all I do. Really, I just don't. I don't do anything special. I just, you know, there's no secret to this, if you will. You know what I mean? It's just work hard, man. Work hard, believing in yourself, believing in your boxers, and in this case, Andy. You know, a lot of people doubted us. A lot of people didn't think we could pull this off, but we believe, and really, that's all that matters. As long as your team, your boxer, as long as we believe, as long as you know, we stay true to ourselves, our beliefs, believing in God. You know, we have a lot of faith, and that's it, man. We can overcome anything.
Again, we're live with Manny Robles on Two Dudes and a Mexican. Manny, I just have one more question and then a comment after. I got pretty cool with the DAZN crew when they were here, and Jesse Vargas, I spoke to him in depth at the Triple G Rose fight, and I had asked him about a possible fight with Andy and Deontay Wilder, and I know you're not looking ahead, and you definitely, that's the thing, the mindset you have. But Jesse Vargas told me that he believes Andy Ruiz can knock out Deontay Wilder. What are your thoughts on something like that?
Wow. Anything can happen in boxing. I mean, you know, I believe in my, you know, yo tengo mi gallo. Gallo es el Andy Ruiz. That's my gallo right there. That's my horse. You know? So, I believe Andy can definitely, you know, beat Wilder. Obviously, you know, we have to come in with a good game plan and good preparation, study Wilder. But he's a great fighter. He's a great champ. I mean, what makes him, he's got a great right hand. And, you know, what makes him dangerous, I believe, is him, you know, that awkwardness that he has. That's what makes him dangerous, because he's not your typical boxer. You know what I mean? You know, you got to figure him out. You know, you may think he's coming in with a jab and you throw a right hand over the top, or, you know, throw a hook and come in with a right uppercut. So he's not. You got to figure him out. That's what makes him very dangerous. But I believe it. Yeah, I believe Andy could beat him. Of course. You know, we wouldn't be in the situation that we are today if I didn't think so.
And how massive would that be if you win the rematch and Wilder beats Fury? All 4 belts, Mexican-American, American.
That's not big.
Love it, baby.
Great, man. It's great. Like I said, it's just not allowing the situation to, again, overwhelm you. And just, you know, obviously there's times like now, talking to you guys, yeah, man, you make me like, oh shoot. You make me think about it, and I get you know what I mean? That's great, but realistically, you know, you got to get back in the gym and train hard if that's really where you win your fights, and come in with a good game plan and execute, you know? And I know that Andy, shoot, man, he's got to, you know, going back to the fight and going down on that 3rd round and getting right back up again, it's just like, he's never been down before. So the way he went about it was like, you know, it almost seemed like he'd been there before, right? Like the way he took his time, took the 8 count. Most fighters, what happened? Look at Joshua. As soon as Joshua went down, he rushed himself to get back up, back on his feet, and that's a big mistake. Big mistake, you know. And that's, you know, you never want to go there. You know, when you're in the gym talking to your boxers about, hey, if you ever go down, this is the way you should handle the situation. You know, because you never want to find yourself in that position. But you have to talk about those kind of things. You know, you have to talk about best case scenarios, worst case scenarios. What if you go down? How to handle it? How to take your time, take the 8 count. You know, breathe, relax, and that's exactly what Andy did.
So, Coach, Sergio Mora tweeted something the other day. He said there's no good Mexican food in New York City. So I'm going to pose this to you. When you come back here next time in December,
Sorry.
when you come back here in December, my boy Dave, his family, has a good restaurant in Jersey called Agave. We're going to go pick you up and go pick Sergio Mora up and bring you over here. and show you some good Mexican food. How's that
Exactly.
sound?
Oh man, I went to awesome. I'm all for it, man.
We love it.
Guess what I did? So the fight took place on Saturday. We flew back in on Sunday. We didn't get here till late Sunday night, and that man. Let's go get some tacos, man. I gotta have some. I need me a burrito. I need me some hot sauce. I need me something, and boom, here we go, straight to the tacos, man. So, absolutely, man, that'll be awesome. I would love for that. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I saw a couple of Mexican restaurants out there in New York, but I was like, I don't know, man.
We got good pizza. But
No, but we got you, Coach.
Now we got you.
Yeah, we got you
we'll
next time.
definitely take care of you como familia, you know?
Gracias.
No,
No,
como
thank
no.
you, guys. Thank you very much.
No problem, Coach. Thanks for coming on, man. We'll talk. I'm sure we'll talk to you again. Good luck with everything, and we'll hopefully see you December in New York. It's gonna be a little cold, but we'll still get you some good tacos, man.
I love New York, man. Probably one of my favorite cities to visit, man. You guys have a great, beautiful people, man. Great city. I mean, it's always nice to come back, and thank you guys for having me on your show.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Órale, paisa.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Gracias. Adios.
Adios.
Well, there you go, guys. Coach Manny Robles, humble dude. I've known Coach for a while. My boy Ernie from Everlast. Trains with Coach Manny Robles. Shout out to Ernie for setting this up, making it happen. And again, guys, you heard it there, man. He's humble. He knows what's at stake in December. And I mean, listen, we talked about Joshua Wilder being the fight in boxing. I think
Might not be anymore.
I think I absolutely think for us. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not sure for the rest of the world, but
Yeah.
for us, you know, when there's a dominant, or not even dominant, but when there's an American heavyweight champion in the world, sport of boxing is at its peak, and it trumps everything here. It does trump everything here. Like, we haven't had a real American heavyweight champion since what, Holyfield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and Holyfield at the time was probably one of the biggest purses in the world.
Yes.
So, like I asked, I wanted to know, you beat Joshua. You don't have to face him again, like kick Joshua to the curb. Fury beats Wilder. I mean, Wilder beats Fury, excuse me. Then that right there, to me,
That's crazy, man.
for all the belts in the U.S., you know where I want to see it happen? I want to see it happen in Raider Stadium when it comes open in Vegas. I'll be
Yeah.
there.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
Raiders Stadium.
Yep.
I'll be there, too.
That'll be, yeah. I'll definitely
I was going to
be
be there, too. We'll
Damn
all
right.
we'll all be there.
We'll be doing a show from there.
We'll be doing a show from there. We're gonna be hanging out with Al Davis' son with the bowl cut. Apparently, millions of dollars can't get you a decent haircut. I mean,
Nope.
billions of dollars. I didn't say
Billions.
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 Billions, like the show on Showtime. Great ending, actually. I liked it. Great interview, guys. Great interview. Like I said, we're gonna be doing this a lot more
Yep.
from every sport. I thought it was just perfect because we are, two dudes and a Mexican. To get a Mexican on as our first guest.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Moving forward, Copa America. We are how many minutes away from the 3 o'clock games?
30 minutes.
So we're about a half hour a game from two big games for
Yeah.
a lot of things at stake for a lot of teams.
Especially Messi.
Especially Messi.
Yeah.
Messi and the Argentine club.
Yeah.
1 point.
Yep.
1 point. How do you feel about that, about Messi and his squad?
That's crazy. If you asked me that before the tournament started, I would have said you're crazy. But definitely disappointing, especially for the best player in the world, if you want to say, or one of the best players in the world, because obviously
one
him
of the two.
and,
One of the
Yeah,
two.
him and
top two.
CR7.
One of the
So,
two.
Yeah.
but I'm definitely surprised and a little. It's a head scratcher. It's a head scratcher.
definitely a head scratcher to me.
And I can't say that you can blame everything on Messi though, because I think the coaching has not been great either.
Yeah.
With the substitutions and the lineups, and
Yeah.
I think you even had
He's handicapped
what's his
himself.
face? It's crazy, man.
Not even that. He's got
Maradona even came out and fucking stuff.
Yeah, Maradona's on Copa.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
crazy, but still,
He's literally-
but still,
literally
he's like
coaching
even
crazy.
he's talking like
When doesn't he talk? Come on.
But
man.
definitely surprising, man. Definitely surprising. I thought that at this point they'd be, one of the favorites, obviously, to win the tournament, and they're probably one of the favorites not to make it out of the group stage. So.
I didn't think they were going to win the tournament just for one, their coaching, their managing style, their style of play. It's just, to me, it's perplexing to have a guy like Messi. Not only Messi, to have a guy like El Kun Agüero from Man City, who's probably one of the greatest, Premier League players of all time. You know what I'm saying? How can El Kun score as many goals as he does in one of the major leagues in the world, but when it comes to play for Argentina, he's a non-existent.
Yeah.
And again, Paulo Dybala, one of the best players in the Serie A in Italy. Why doesn't he start? And why does he only come in when they're down 2-0 to Colombia with 10 minutes left?
Yeah.
And why is Mauro Icardi, another fabulous striker from Serie A in Italy, not on the team? But Angel Di Maria, who's like 58 years old, on the team.
He's a name.
You don't win with names; you win with talent.
That's the big difference between playing in your club versus playing, nationally.
Well,
so
you need a good
sometimes stuff just does not transition. And you're right.
That's the problem. There's no chemistry between them. They play as individuals. They don't play as a team, and that's the biggest problem right now. They play like everybody wants to be the star, and they don't play their roles.
That's true. I get that, but that's also bad managing.
Oh yeah, agree. I completely agree with that.
I get it. Like, here's the thing. My thing with the manager in Argentina, he's always like, "Oh, we got maybe the best player in the world. Let him figure it out." That's what I see.
Can't do that.
That's what I see.
I've
seen Messi twice live. I've seen him once, Copa America final against Chile, 2016. And my dad, this is when I was kind of like a semi-casual football fan. And my dad would point out, look, there's 5 people around Messi. What do you want him to do? And my dad's like, well, Dorian, you think he likes Messi? No, of course he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? but he's telling me the real. And then when I flew to Barcelona to watch him play Getafe in the last game of the season, he scored a goal. He assisted a goal. Like you saw, even though I don't think Valverde is a good manager, he had other players on his squad that actually know their role. And I'm not making excuses for Messi. I think if he doesn't get out of the group stage in Copa America, I'm gonna have to put CR7. I'm gonna put CR7 over him.
Remember, that was my bold prediction. They weren't gonna make it out of the group stage.
Do you think CR7 is over him now?
If he doesn't get out, I think you have to do it right now.
And Portugal just won that.
Nation.
I mean, they're the thing about it when you compare those players, they're so different. They have so much different styles. Messi is more of a playmaker, passer, and CR7 is the best scorer in the game. He will bury it if he's within range to bury it. He's the best striker.
Someone had to get him the ball.
Yeah, somebody has to get him the ball. Yeah,
someone had to get him the ball.
Yeah.
There's no one on the Portugal team that's as good as anyone on the Argentine team that can get him the ball.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I'm saying. Dybala at Juventus can get him the ball.
Yeah.
So why can't Dybala fucking play with Messi?
Bad managing.
It's terrible.
I think Messi's trying to do too much too.
I don't think he has to though.
No, he doesn't.
That's the problem. I think he thinks he does, but I think in doing that, he's putting more pressure on himself. He's not utilizing his other teammates like they should be utilizing. Like you said, everybody's got a role to play. I think if Messi just plays that role, I'm telling you right now, the Argentina team is so much better.
They're playing Qatar. Qatar is not known as a good side. Yeah. I mean, they are hosting the World Cup, and I don't know if that's even going to happen, but they have to win today.
Yeah.
They have to win to qualify. Colombia plays today.
My
My pick for Copa America is Colombia. I think Colombia is going to beat Uruguay in the final. Even though Brazil looked amazing yesterday. I picked Peru to make the semifinals. I don't know about that anymore, man. Holy shit. You see the game? Brazil came out and
I did not.
Dropped the hammer on them. Holy shit.
Attack. It was 5-0.
He was busy drinking wine.
5-0. Yeah.
He was busy drinking wine.
I was busy in Vernon, New Jersey with my family, so.
Oh, wow.
Now we're throwing family.
Not throwing family.
I'm just saying, that's where it was. Where fucking was last night. It was in Vernon, New Jersey with my family.
It's just family.
But
That's nice, man.
Shout out to my cousin, Mikey Tetelpa, all right? Michael Tetelpa. If you don't know the name, you will one day. Kid is going to do big, big things. So, shout out to Mike.
What's he going to do?
He's going to be some, famous actor slash producer
shit.
and stuff like that.
Can't wait. We're gonna
He's
have
into that stuff.
We're gonna have an
So when he
entourage.
makes it, don't worry, we'll get him on the show too.
We'll get him on the show. We're gonna have our own version of the entourage.
Yeah.
I will play Turtle happily.
Yes.
But here's the thing. Like, Ecuador sucks. We've seen it. Even though they played a good game against Chile, Ecuador still has a chance to make it out of the group. If Argentina wins and Colombia wins and Ecuador beats Japan, they make it out the group somehow. I don't know how it works, but whatever. So you best believe my ass is going to root for Argentina today and Colombia. I know Pete thinks Colombia doesn't need the game.
Yeah.
I think they do. I think in terms of who would they play? They play the second best third place team.
Yes.
So Colombia, because Brazil tied.
Yeah.
So they're at 7 points.
Yes.
That's it. They
Yeah.
can't
They
do
can't
anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
Colombia gets 9. You know who Colombia plays if they win and Ecuador does what they do? They play Ecuador.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to play Ecuador?
I agree with that part.
So they better win.
I understand, yeah.
It still matters. Pete thinks it doesn't
But,
matter. Sam. Pete thinks it doesn't matter. Sam.
Well, I think, listen, it's almost the same thing. You always try to go
Here's
with
the thing, though. Here's the thing,
you
though.
try to go with a
But
team
here's the
that
thing, though.
wants to win,
Here's the thing.
that needs to win more.
If you look at the three tables, Brazil, Venezuela.
Yes.
Peru's third now.
Yeah.
This is Colombia. Who's Colombia?
Paraguay.
Paraguay. Paraguay has many points?
1.
1.
Yeah. Argentina
It has 1. Qatar has 1.
Yeah.
So Colombia's got 6. Everyone's got 1.
Yeah.
Group C has Chile with 6, Uruguay with 4,
Yeah.
and then Japan with 1, Ecuador with 0. Goal differential on its own, you would want Colombia to come out and get 4-0 because you're still Brazil's not finishing first.
No.
Chile still can.
Yeah.
Because Chile's got 6 points. So you want goal differential. If you're Colombia, you win today. You have to.
Yeah, but you also aren't gonna.
Do you want to play? Do you want to?
but-
Do you want to have a chance to play Peru, who, aside from that 5-0 defeat yesterday, still is a good team.
But-
They're not Ecuador. Ecuador has shown that they can't do shit.
But they're not going to push their stars if they can get them a little bit of extra time of rest.
So you'd rather finish second and play Peru
I'd rather rest my stars to have them completely fully healthy and
to play Peru
to play Peru.
to play Peru, who's shown that they can score and win games, as opposed to Ecuador, who
Because
lost 4-0 to Uruguay, lost 2-1 to Chile.
Because look at it on the other side. Let's say you do play your stars, you win the game, and either somebody gets hurt or they're tired for the next game.
Pete, you play to win the game.
All right, Herm.
So you finish second, you play Peru. Peru knocks you out in the next round. What happens? You listen. If Ecuador gets in, listen. Japan's not that good.
Yeah.
So if
Not good
Ecuador
at
beats
all.
them at all, they're better than Ecuador. But if Ecuador beats them, why wouldn't you want to play Japan or Ecuador? If you're Colombia,
I understand that, but you still have to. If you have somebody that is either hurt or tired, then that's gonna hurt even worse.
But I agree with Pete because listen,
here we go.
it's not to say that you have to start your stars. Listen, you could have them in the wing, wait.
they did that in the
and
last
see
game.
and
Falco
see
didn't
and
play.
see and listen and see what happens.
Falco didn't play last game against who they played.
And what was the
I
result?
thought he came in. He came in the middle.
Yeah, he came in the second half.
Okay, so and what was the result of the game?
They won 1-0.
Okay,
but
they
shit,
won.
but they didn't look
It's
that
not-
good.
it's
They didn't look
not-
that
it's
good.
not- remember, it's not always about offense. It's about defense too.
they
Listen,
play that game?
giving your offense a chance.
Qatar.
Giving your offense a chance
They play Qatar.
to score in the end and take the game, and that's
They only
exactly
scored
what
one
they
goal
did.
against Qatar.
So I'm with him. You got to rest your players. Listen, have them in the wing. If the game starts getting out of hand, all right, start making subs and start beefing up the lineup to possibly either steal the game or win the game. So
I don't know. My opinion is
I was wrong. Paraguay has 2 points.
what?
They have 2 points. Paraguay.
All right, so then you definitely want to beat them because they have 2 points. So my point is here: you finish at the top, you play Japan or Ecuador, right? You miss Peru. Semifinals, you probably skip Uruguay and Chile because not even you probably skip Uruguay. Damn, they're fucked. Whatever. It don't matter. You're gonna have to play Uruguay, Chile, or Brazil in the semifinals. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. But don't you want to get there? Peru
pick your poison.
Peru can upset teams. Brazil looked like the best team in this tournament yesterday. They look like the best team in the tournament yesterday, and that's what Philip Coutinho looking like ass as he's done all year at Barcelona. Everton, some dude named Everton from Gremio, and he's gonna get signed by some European team. Looked amazing yesterday, and they still got Bobby Firmino from Liverpool. Bobby Firmino's a fucking beast. I don't know. If I'm Colombia, I want to play Ecuador and Japan, not Peru. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Transitioning to the Gold Cup. Your boys are looking good.
Yep.
Your boys are looking good. What are your thoughts on U.S.'s 6-0 defeat against victory against Trinidad and Tobago?
Yeah, Trinidad is
The
not.
team,
Yeah.
the team that eliminated them from the World Cup a couple years back.
A little revenge there. So, but listen, it's been tough and kind of awkward for USA, men's, not women's, but
You had to differentiate because we might get hate mail.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think there's a lot of potential there, but I still think they need more time as a team to figure it out.
Why is Tim Wayne on the team?
So,
One of the best players in the U.S., but he's not on the team. Did he play for the Under 20 World Cup?
again, it comes to, like I said before, sometimes when it's, playing for a club versus playing nationally,
But he played in the
politics, I guess,
He played,
has
on
to do
the,
it too.
he
So
played on the Under 20 World Cup, but I would have brought him up for the Gold Cup.
definitely,
I mean-
I agree with you. So, but listen, I got USA pride too, man. So I want their, football, program to do well. When I say football, I mean soccer.
Yeah.
I want them to do well too.
Well,
So
we don't say soccer on this program. Okay?
football.
It's football or football.
Football.
We don't say soccer on this program.
Can't say football.
Football.
It doesn't matter. We don't say soccer on this program.
So
I don't know what the fuck soccer is.
But that's how they say it here in the United
Well, they
States.
can kiss my ass.
Whoa!
wow.
Relax, Jesus.
Wow.
Everywhere in the world is called football. So, we have our football and their football. So we're going to just say football.
Everybody goes by kilos. We go by pounds.
No doubt. We don't say soccer here. We don't say soccer.
We go
in this
by
program.
miles. Everybody else
We have
goes
a Mexican
kilo
flag.
miles.
We have a Mexican flag on this table,
Oh, Jesus.
and they won't say soccer in Mexico.
No, they
So,
won't.
so what's going to be the final score when they play Martinique?
9-0.
Mexico?
Yeah.
I'll say like 5-0.
I was going to say
5-0.
9.
I was going to say 7.
No,
I was going to say 7.
no.
Yeah, it should.
I mean,
I mean, but listen.
I'm not.
Hey, like
I'll
just
be
like
honest, I'll be honest.
just like Coach Robles said,
Robles.
you gotta stay grounded, man. Gotta stay grounded. Keep the eye on the prize. Listen, don't overdo it. Just do what you need to do. Work hard, and good things will come.
I'm not
So,
invested into the Gold Cup as I am.
Come on,
No,
man.
I'm
I'm
not.
sorry.
I'm not.
8 o'clock,
I'm
baby.
not.
8 o'clock
I'm
tonight.
not.
Paisanos.
I'm not. I'm more excited about 3 o'clock games. Than
Pinche
about
pendejo.
But I watch. I'm still sticking with Mexico versus Jamaica in the final. So I don't know if you've changed anything since watching the U.S. team.
Not really.
And Dave, you're
No, yeah, I still think.
Dave, your surprising pick from the Copa America that Brazil will not make it out the group stage.
Yeah, I was wrong on
I
that.
was wrong, but
But I wanted to make
you want to do a Stephen A. Smith hot take?
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't want to say something like you guys said. I wanted to stir it up a little bit. I'm trying to get more fans. To watch.
The boy can't go right.
They're like, are you crazy?
The
Dave?
boy can't go
Okay,
right.
right,
Your
stupid.
hairline went right, dumbass. Got my face. Sorry.
I'm
And-
sorry, but not sorry.
Definitely not. And we're gonna end the show on a little baseball, a little bit because we have a whole summer to talk about baseball.
Baseball.
I'm gonna
Summer classic?
talk about the New York Metropolitans. To
As long as you ain't
2
talking
or
about,
3 so far.
as long as you ain't talking
What
about Blake
time you gotta play
Snell.
the Cup today? What time?
I'm not sure actually.
What are your
It's
thoughts?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
I
Okay.
think it
So what are your
started,
thoughts? What are your thoughts on Pete Alonso and the other kid? The other kid's pretty good.
McNeil.
McNeil, yeah.
Real deal McNeil.
Rudy McNeil.
Listen, he's a beast. There's no way to put it. I'm happy that they brought him up because obviously they were just there was an argument of not bringing him up. You know what I'm saying? Because of the time and what is it? The draft or the draft pick or whatever the hell it is, right?
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they brought him up. Listen, just tied NL record. All right, for
25?
most home runs
25?
by a rookie at the halfway point, 25 or 26.
25.
So I think previously, Darryl Strawberry had it. Or something
It was
like that.
Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah.
So He's a beast. McNeil, I love McNeil. They're saying that he's like a Daniel Murphy 2.0. I think he's only going to get better.
So that means you're
So
going
that means you're gonna let him go?
I hope not. I
Provisional
don't even
thought.
want to say that shit joking around. The kid's good. I loved him when he came up. And
You gotta do it.
Listen, you can call me crazy. I mean, this year so far it's been a down year, obviously, because our pitching hasn't been as dominant as I thought it was going to be.
How are you feeling
But-
about Jason Vargas
Jason
Vargas being your best pitcher? Shout out to Jesse Vargas, my guy from the zone.
I guess that's the person that you're not looking at, right? So, and he's going to surprise you the best. I mean, listen, yeah, if you told me Jesse Vargas,
See,
Now
Jesse,
you said, what the hell?
Jesse Vargas dodging
Oh my
the weaving,
gosh.
baby.
Jason Vargas.
Jesse Vargas, good commentator.
Jason.
Would be our best pitcher
Listen, Dave,
statistically
Dave,
at this
Dave.
point. I'd say you're crazy.
Dave, we're gonna have to set up. Remember we went to the Copa Margarito fight
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
and we had the van.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go to New York, pick up Jesse Vargas, Sergio Mora,
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
And Manny Robles.
and Coach Manny Robles.
Let's do it.
Bring him to Agave.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Get wasted,
Yep.
eat a million tacos,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know how we're gonna get him home, but we'll find a way.
We
We'll
get
do it.
George.
Don't worry. Uber. There's always Uber, man, or Lyft.
Or we could just hire a
We
driver.
got-
in
Listen,
the van.
we
We're
got-
gonna-
an
we're gonna
invitation.
hire Uncle George.
We'll
Uncle
get
George.
George. We'll get
Uncle
George.
George.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna be wasted too.
Uncle George. You guys didn't
Be
see
wasted
Uncle
too.
George come down the basement,
Yeah.
half naked with a towel on.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell he was looking for, but I didn't tell Uncle George to go back on stage.
Yes.
Jesse Vargas, Sergio Mora, Coach Robles. Listen, that invitation
It's open.
is there,
It's
baby.
open.
Is
It's
there.
open.
Yes.
And like whenever you guys come, man, listen. You're gonna be treated like familia. So can't wait.
National League question to you: Braves are the hottest team in the National League before
They are.
Das
They are.
Keuchel started to pitch.
And listen.
yesterday.
That
This is gay.
Congrats, man.
This is
That's-
horrible.
what can you do? You can only
Never.
tip your cap, like right,
Oh my
like
God.
gentleman's game. So tip your
Anyways,
Yeah.
Das
cap. Wish it was the
Keuchel-
Mets. I wish it was
Yeah.
the Mets.
You guys were the hottest team before Das Keuchel pitched yesterday.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the run and of Das Keuchel's first start in the Braves uniform?
Well, I think in terms of the run, it's been mostly about their hitting. That everybody's just been going nuts. Freeman's been on fire right now. He's playing like an MVP candidate, and everybody's hitting. Whether it's Albie, Swanson, everybody. Swanson had a big home run yesterday that put them over when they were down 8-4 in the seventh inning. So everybody's hitting right now. They're scoring about 8-9 runs a game over the past month. So they're really on fire with the hitting. In terms of Dallas Keuchel.
First start though.
No. I actually didn't mind the start because, like I said, like you said, it was his first start. He wasn't wild or anything like that, and he only gave 3 runs in 5 innings. I mean, for your first start and for the year, pretty much, that's
I get it.
not bad.
I
So,
get
the biggest thing with the Braves is their pitchers walk too many guys, and he doesn't walk that much. So, I think that's going to be he can teach the younger kids about, listen, you got to control your pitches. You don't try to throw it 99. You can throw it, and because he doesn't throw hard. So,
He doesn't.
so
He's a good pitcher, though.
yeah. So he's a person that he's going to be able to push on to the young guys that, listen, you don't have to throw everything at 99. Be more control, know where your pinpoint accuracy and where you're going to throw it, and you're going to be a better pitcher.
And I just got to drop this right now. New York Yankees, amazing, 8 wins in a row. You know, not against bums. We swept Tampa. Tanaka had a complete game,
Astros.
shutout. 3 wins. Verlander's pitching today, so I don't
Yeah.
expect us to win, especially with that $17 million bum J Hat pitching.
Oh my God!
But listen, here's the thing. Here's what I liked from the squad yesterday. No Sanchez, no Gleyber, which I hate analytics because Sanchez and Gleyber Torres have hit home runs in the last 3 games. So for 3 games straight, Gleyber and Sanchez have hit home runs, and they sit them. Whatever. I don't fucking analytics. Do you?
Oh, that's so
I know Pete's an
stupid.
analytics guy.
No, but still,
He does
still-
analytics.
Yeah, it doesn't. But it's
It's
that,
stupid. Isn't it stupid?
in terms of when you're doing a baseball game, you got to go with feel. You can't always go purely off analytics.
That's what I don't like about analytics.
So you do.
Yeah.
So yes, you
It
do.
throws
need-
the old part of the game.
You
away.
do need to use analytics, but some people go overboard. They
That
manage
was
games like
over-
they're robots.
To me, that was overboard.
That's the problem.
To me, that was overboard yesterday.
The Braves, they have first and second. They're down 1 run. 9th inning, first and second, nobody out. They don't bunt him over. They swing 3 straight times since he got out. Next guy got out, and they didn't even score a run to tie the game. And they said analytics said that bunting would have been a lower percentage. I'm like, no, bunt him over. You got second and third with 1 out, and you got 2 of your best hitters coming up.
I was at the game yesterday, and I was just thinking, like, where's Gleyber? Where's Gary? I mean, they've won the last 3 games for you. What the hell's going on? Fine, whatever. Let's see what happens. The Yankees were getting no hit for 5 innings yesterday. No hit for 5 innings.
But they have the offense to just
Of course,
score runs.
no doubt, no doubt, and that's what happened. You know, Urshela hit a Yankee Stadium home run. It was 2-0, and then the Astros came back. I think it was 3-2.
Shout out to Ernie. He said he'll
Ernie Green from Phoenix.
He said he'll drive our drunk asses around.
Hey, you're invited. You're invited.
Yeah.
Ernie's gonna drive the van when we go to
are
Midtown to
With
pick
Manny
up
and
Manny, Sergio, and Jesse
yeah.
Vargas. Bring them to Agave. And, you know, we're gonna bring drunk Heck over. So you're gonna stay home. Just so you know right now.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Anyway, it was a great game yesterday. Great.
Sorry, not sorry.
Not sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry,
Jesus.
I think the game ended at 10:20. It was a good back and forth. 3 hours, 5-minute game. The Yankees were up 5-3. Jonathan Holder comes in for whatever reason. No, they were up 4-2. Jonathan Holder's the worst pitcher in baseball history. Gives up the lead back. Yankees come back 7-5. Ottavino comes in, strikes out freaking Altuve, great pitch,
Yeah.
and then Britton walks the bases loaded. Somehow we get out,
Got
win.
proud of it.
I mean, it was the only thing I disagreed with Boone yesterday was not starting either one of Gary or Glaber, and having Encarnacion.
That wasn't on Boone though.
Of course, it was the nerds upstairs.
Exactly.
But why have Encarnacion? Encarnacion hasn't had a good series, and he struck out 3 times yesterday. And when it was second and third, 2 outs, and it was Stanton, and if analytics probably said to pitch to Stanton, but if I was the Astros manager, I would have walked Stanton to get to Encarnacion. I said this yesterday. Said it. You know what happened with Stanton? Single.
He had a good game.
2 runs.
Yeah.
You know what happened with Encarnacion after Stanton? He struck out. So analytics be damned. Doesn't work in the playoffs, in my opinion, unless you have to mold it to a certain way. That's our show. It's been fucking great.
Yeah.
I'm drinking this fucking wine. It's amazing.
Great wine.
I think we got to drink this wine every time we do
Every
a show.
time. Every time.
I mean, it's
Shout,
awesome.
shout out to Coach Manny Robles. Shout out to my boy Ernie from
Gracias,
Cali, from
paisa.
Everlast. Shout out to Ernie Green, who's going to drive us around
Yep.
in NYC.
Yep.
It's been great, boys. We might be back Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But it's been awesome. It's been awesome spending Sunday night with you. So tune in next time. Peace.
Love you. Bam.
That was amazing. I thought that was amazing.